What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jayskii, aka Trillin. We back again with another freaking video. In today's video, we got SB19 Story Episode 1, the ultimate sound break. I've never seen this video before, but one of my supporters, Rosalie, wanted me to check this video out, so I'm gonna check it out for them. And I don't know what we're gonna be watching, but let's go into it.
When you hear the words pop music and the best boy band, who comes to mind?
I'm not sure.
What if I told you that the most overlooked boy group in
I
our
think it's
generation might be these
SB19.
guys? In the last 6 years, these guys turned a small Korean entertainment company into a company that produced the greatest P-pop group ever.
Wow. They really did that? Y'all, they really did that?
Are you proud of SB19?
And you don't accomplish that without making a few enemies.
K-pop. Lima pala sila. K-pop.
Who was trying to be enemies of them? They called them a bunch of uglies?
Papangit.
Some of them coming from unexpected
Who are they to be calling somebody ugly? Why are people trying to be bullies? Wow, I didn't know they went through that.
places.
Pinoy ba daw?
Parang may ginaya rin.
But behind the group are 5 driven men who were about to transform
Their own people were hating on them, saying, are they even Filipino? They look like copycats.
what was once a laughingstock genre in music into the fastest growing genre of the world.
Ever since we had this goal, and not just for us but for the entire industry.
Feeling ko hindi pa natin nakukuha yung recognition na dapat para sa atin.
Between disbanding before they even debuted,
All hope is lost parang nung time na yun.
becoming industry outcasts and getting bashed by their
They disbanded before they even debuted. Is that when they started going on their solo careers?
own countrymen.
Para magkaroon tayo ng grupo na hindi naman mga kataasan ng tangos ng ilong. Para talagang original.
Oo.
The rise of SB19 may not be the greatest Filipino success story ever,
Maganda kasi yung revenge kasi talaga yung success na ipapakita mo sa mga tao hindi naniniwala.
Tama yan.
but it certainly is the most inspiring one.
It has to be, because they're great. SB19 is one of the best groups I've fallen in love to. You guys, ever since I started this reaction channel, y'all, I really didn't listen to music like that, but y'all have helped me find this group. Y'all have helped me find new music every day to listen to, because SB19 is that great and I want to listen to them every day. Sound break. Remake. Okay, this is SB19, so they trying to do like a clip by clip. Oh no, that was boring. They made it more cooler. Look at this. They made it way more cooler. Yeah. I want to dance. I don't want to dance to this.
This is called Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history. That member was Jong Song Han. It all started when he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur. Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans thought that Songhan's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called ShowBT Entertainment.
So he started the P-pop, like like basically like the record type thing that you guys have in the Philippines? Is it what you guys have like P-pop and K-pop record deals?
We know him as Tatang Robin. Fast forward to 2015. The fight of the century just happened. One Direction's Drag Me Down was all over the radio, and Big Bang was the biggest K-pop boy group, while P-pop has top one project. Chances are, you have never heard of them. But somewhere in Makati, Philippines, an audition was held. Tatang Robin was looking for young talents who would be part of the package of their service as an event organizers. Talents who can perform on their own but can also serve as backup dancers and singers to their main performers. One of the main attractions of the said audition was if you're good enough, you might just debut as a member of ShowBT's first ever P-pop group to undergo a Korean style training.
Oh, so this was basically like get on a P-pop group if they came out there and they performed well. That's basically what this is talking, right?
Filipinos don't get opportunities like that so often, so hundreds of talents applied, but only 30 made it as trainees. They were initially called the ShowBT Musical Gala Team, but then later dubbed as Nara, which in Korean means country and also happens to be the national tree of the Philippines. If you're a fan who is deep into the P-pop scene, you would recognize some of the future P-pop stars, but one of the most notable ones is this guy. On the first day of training, one guy stood out
Pablo?
because he was just alone standing awkwardly in the corner.
Nung una, ang weird niya kung nagsasalita mag-isa.
He was facing the wall and making hand gestures as if he was rapping in front of it.
Nakatayo siya sa gilid. Biglang gaganon. Sabi ko, anong ginagawa na? Nagre-ritual ba ito sa gilid?
That guy was John Paulo Nasser. He always wanted to be a performer.
Yo, Pablo is definitely one of my favorites. I'm glad we're finna talk about Pablo right now.
As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also as a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. In training, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to help provide for his family. He was selected due to his
Dang. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's the grind. It's that hustle. You gotta have that grind and that hustle in you because it's like, bro, like, who's gonna do it if you don't do it?
undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability. Some of my sources even said that he had already written dozens of songs at this time. He's also a badass rapper and was often called a genius, but consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He was
he's humble. Ooh, okay, that's smooth. I like that. Pop. Humble. You ain't cocky. You ain't. I like that.
known as Sejin at the time, but later would be known as Pablo. 30 trainees are a lot of trainees. It would take a very observant person with an eye for talent to notice Pablo in that corner. So who was that observant person with an eye for talent? Well, he was also a trainee. Stelvester Ahero. He was only a kid when he started competing as a performer. As a dancer, he racked up win after win on a national level with his school crew and became their official choreographer, teaching crewmates 2 to 3 years older than him. He later joined a
That was Stell back then?
dance crew called Seon and went on to win international titles. Stell obviously worked so hard. Amidst his studies and competitions, he also
was in a dance group? Yo, what?
Worked part-time as a McDonald's service crew and teaching dance to kids with special needs. There was a point that
I knew that they had some background of like dancing and other things because I was like, yo, they're so talented. They're so good. And the fact that he worked at McDonald's, yo, like, this is what I'm telling y'all dreams. You see what you got to go through though? It's sacrifice. It's like you sacrifice. So like you can always your dreams is out there, y'all. But it's going to take sacrifice at the same time.
Worked too hard that he wound up in the hospital. His poor health caused him to lose his earnings and nearly his life.
He almost
Fortunately,
died? Whoa. What happened? Like, he had a heart attack at that age or something?
he was able to recover. This made him the obvious choice to become the choreographer of the group. But little did they know that dancing wasn't his only talent.
Oh, so basically they were trying to make him like the dancer of SB19. Like he was the dancer showing him how to dance and stuff.
As a kid, he joined the school choir to become the only male soprano and only improved as he gotten older. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
Yeah, his vocals are amazing.
out of this world.
Yeah.
Anil was very friendly to everyone. In fact, one of his closest friends also auditioned and made it as a trainee. This friend is nothing to be trifled with because having the worst upbringing among the others made him the strongest when it comes
Justin had the worst one?
down to pure guts and determination. Josh Cullen Santos.
Josh? I could see that though. The two top worst ones I thought it was going to be maybe is Josh or Ken.
He left home at the age of 16 and it was his decision. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. I'm talking about getting poured candle wax all over their body. At an early age, he experienced what it felt like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. They got evicted from medium-sized apartments to increasingly smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat with rice but ketchup and salt. They had
Dang. No, I know them struggles, bro. So I'm happy for him now. Because I definitely know those struggles where you just have to eat what's in there because you don't got no money to buy it, bro.
had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would even get into fist fights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he decided to leave to become independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the—
What is the internet cafe attendant? What is that, y'all? Let me know down below in the comments. What type of job is that?
alternative learning system to attain his high school degree. He initially had no background in performing. Not until he found Stell performing with his dance group called Sayon. Josh became an instant fan, and when they connected, Stell became his—
Oh, so Josh became a fan of Stell. And that's how, Josh, like all of us, he was a fan.
mentor, which led to them becoming co-members, and they went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia.
So
They
Josh
even
and
met
Stell were like
BTS
a
during
duo.
one of their winning runs in Korea. So from champions to trainees. What else is in store for them?
Did you know you can AFK Bloods and Zaya whilst learning to code in Python? Go to boot.dev.
Their lives became all about performing in small events and training.
Dang, so they got it real. They got it out the mud. Like they wasn't blessed with this luck of God from, where you start from 0 till you jump to 50 till you jump to 100. Some people get that career, but some people have to go from 0 to 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. Like you get what I'm saying? It seemed like they had to go through all the hoops and the battlers to get to the paradise. And still really ain't even in paradise because like they're still being slept on. And like that, I don't understand why. Like, oh my goodness. Bro, it's good. There's not been one bad song by SB19 that I've wanted to turn off. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm not reacting. Like, I can't do it. Yo, there's good. And I don't even listen to K-pop. I'm American that has never listened to K-pop in my life until I heard them. Hip-hop, I haven't listened to it. So, if I'm telling you I can change my perspective on it, and I can think that, and I think they're good, yo, I feel like anybody can. And it's just people are following a trend. I don't know what it is, because it's a stupid trend, because they're amazingly talented and they deserve their credit. That's why I'm mad. That's the only thing I'm really, really mad about, because they deserve credit, like, with all the other people. But I can't, like, they're just me.
We had one mentor when we were training. Tapos, more on personality development siya.
Tapos presenting ourselves on stage.
We had no idea that the Korean-style training they went through
It's far what they've been doing sa Korea.
was nothing but a mere marketing strategy.
But yung skill-wise, parang we were left on our own.
They were left alone to fend for themselves, sharing knowledge to improve each other with the hope of making the cut.
That's crazy.
Some sources told me that Pablo had to record some of their vocal sessions to effectively coach his co-trainees. All of that without salary. This went...
They were getting paid. They were not even getting paid for none of this? No. Like, and that's why I can see why I love them now. Because they're hustlers. They remind me of myself. Like, they remind me even when it's hard, you don't want to get up and do it. Yo, just do it. And I can nothing but respect a hustler. That's why they sound this good, because they hustled their way through everything. They didn't cheat, they hustled their way through everything.
On for roughly a couple of years, and I don't know about you guys, but this for me sounded kind of brutal.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy. The same thing over and over and over again without any form of guidance. They were also kept in the dark about their debut date. So frustration started brewing until it reached the point when it only took one trigger to call it quits. On one seemingly normal training day, all trainees were already in the studio, except for Josh. On the same morning, the train broke down.
Nasira MRT during that time. Nasira yung MRT.
Sinuspindi ang operasyon ng MRT dahil sa power outage.
It wasn't really an accident, but this would still worry anyone, especially the trainees, because it's highly
Was Josh on the bus?
unusual for Josh to miss training. Later that morning, Josh arrived. His co-trainees felt relieved because Josh turned out to be safe. You would think that their company would react the same way, right? Wrong. They decided to terminate his training.
Late ako, tas tinanggal ako.
That was...
What? Because he didn't make it on time, they terminated him? Wow. That just shows you that show business, they don't care. Like, they're heartbreaking. Like, you just, like, you know what? You're not taking it serious. Bye. Like, what?
The trigger.
Nung tinanggal po ako, nag-quit din yung mga grupo ko. Nag-quit din sila kasi parang naging trigger na point na kung tatanggalin mo si Josh.
Umalis kami sa grupo.
Ganun mo lang kadali itapon yung lahat ng efforts and passion tsaka dreams namin.
ShowBT had two choices: to keep all trainees or to keep no trainees. The company chose the latter. Everyone left except for Stell.
Parang si Stell lang yung naiwan po nun talaga sa training
So stay.
room. Tapos talagang down na down lahat.
Si Stell natira kasi doon during that time.
Stell set aside all his frustration and remained focused on his goal, while Pablo was devastated.
All hope is lost parang nung time na yun.
In Josh's case, we can only imagine the pain he must have felt to have been booted out of his dreams. Days passed, everyone still feeling down about that incident. Then Pablo's phone receives a message.
Brother, walik ka na, brother.
It was Josh. Out of all
They
the...
didn't need them. They didn't need that group. They didn't need that team to be who they wanted to be. Like, if that he broke them up, they can go make their own way. Like, and they can't trouble for that. If they want to sing together, they can sing together.
trainees, the guy that got sent packing was the same guy who actively convinced everyone to continue chasing their dreams. Perhaps this was the sheer guts and determination from his life experiences in full display. Pablo hurried back to the studio to find Stell alone. But not for long. Josh came back next and took the initiative to convince the company to have them back.
Pumunta lang po ako doon at syempre kung kailangan na makiusap.
So back to training, they went.
Hindi na lang magkahiwalay ng grupo, pero bumalik sila kasi hindi nila ako iwan.
There was only 3 of them for a while. Then a few other trainees started coming back. So ShowBT put together a talent workshop to get more talents to keep the business going. This was batch 1. This was batch 2.
Target lock. This is when I seen like in SB19. I go back and watch the videos. Is this why I see a lot of people like in the videos instead of this Pablo, Josh, Justin, Ken? That's the reason why I see multiple other people.
Justin de Dios. He got scouted right away because
so this is how Justin got in. Okay. This is how
he's a very good-looking guy and already was a decent singer and dancer. When he joined, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar, as do you.
Apparently, Josh told Justin about the workshop because the two already had a stint performing together in a dance cover group called Zero to Hero. So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was
so he couldn't make it? What happened? Why couldn't he make it?
Fate. That group is nowhere to be found today. Justin obviously deserved.
That was good. That was God. That's definitely why he didn't make it to that group, because he knew he had it for him. He had that little mindset playing for him.
Better. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a filmmaking skill that would prove very crucial to their success in the future. With Justin on board, this completed their prototype boy group. It's composed of Justin, Pablo, Stell, Josh, Zeno, Kurt, and JP.
No, where's Ken? Where's Ken? I need to find Philip right now. Where's Philip?
They did multiple test runs leading up to their entry to Pinoy K-Pop Star 2017. They performed B-Day by Icon in an epic fashion, but they didn't win. At this point, ShowBT seemed to have hit a roadblock. The group felt like something was missing. I don't exactly know what happened to Zeno, Kurt, and JP. They either quit or ShowBT felt the need to let go of them and get someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to
Philip.
Achieve the next level. The extraordinary level. This year's in the making project of ShowBT needed to reach its peak. So they started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy. The guy he was talking about was a pain in his butt because their groups have clashed multiple times in their early dance
they were on opposite dance groups?
Competitions and their as he learned.
Wow, he learned how to play on his own? Nobody taught him? No, that's just God. No, that's not. He didn't teach himself. God taught him. That's God-given talent, right? Like, I'm telling you, he already had it blessed upon him to be that. He had it blessed upon him to be able to play instruments and already know how to do it without anybody's help.
More.
Some people
he was a gifted singer as a kid. Every tones, but his
it didn't matter. Hey, the other voices he be making, oh my goodness, the robot, the deep voice, like those ones are crazy good. They're better than the high voices sometimes.
Confidence came back after being mentored by Pablo, who taught him how to harness his unique low voice that seemingly sounds like it came from the underworld.
I'm telling you, his voice is amazing. I love that.
No rush, I can do this all day. No rush.
When it comes to dance,
listen to that, yo, come on.
He didn't know he could do it until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intramurals. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his
that was him, he did that backflip.
Talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to join the dance group called Amigo 7, a would-be rival of Josh and Stell's crew, Seyon. It quickly became a reverse if you can't beat them, then join them kind of deal. So
he pulled the KD, Steph Curry on Golden State deal.
Did Ken. But there was a problem. He was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is
Ken is I'm telling you, I couldn't wait till they brought Ken up. Ken is him. He is definitely him. Hey, I don't think my video got out when I told y'all to say this, but no more saying Ken without saying King Ken in front of Ken. You know what I'm saying? King Ken. King Ken.
that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin didn't make it in his first audition, so he almost didn't try again until Josh told him to do so. And Ken wouldn't even have the opportunity to join if the ShowBT trainees didn't come back after that quitting incident. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event. Or as Google would put it, the phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines country code digits, 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19.
Oh, that's unique on how they got that. So why does... Wait, I thought it was just the Philippines. Why is Korea mixed in with it? Because I said Korea one day I got mad at me. I was like, they're not from South Korea, they're from the Philippines. So why is Korea mixed in with it? I knew I had something. Y'all got mad at me.
If you subscribe,
y'all, I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and peace.